Greetings, my name is Joan Manuel Delvale. I hope God blesses you. I am preparing this video and I have already sent it to South American and Latin American countries with the aim of, let's say, better informing ourselves about what would happen in the event of a nuclear war. It is said that after a nuclear war, the world and humanity would disappear. However, according to the studies I have been conducting, it is worth highlighting that I am not an expert. This is false. The countries that are involved in nuclear conflicts, or the countries that would be involved in a nuclear war, would mostly be those in the Northern Hemisphere. We could say the USA, much of Europe, if not all of Europe, Russia, possibly India, countries in the Middle East, China, Japan, among others. So, we who are in the Southern Hemisphere, whether they are countries from Australia, Oceania, African and Latin American countries, what do we expect from this nuclear war? I mean, how does this nuclear war, this possible nuclear war, affect us? I hope it doesn't happen. Let's hope that nuclear war doesn't occur. But what should we expect? We would expect a large amount of radioactive contamination, technically known as a radioactive plume, coming from the Northern Hemisphere towards much of the Southern Hemisphere, reaching part of the Southern Hemisphere through the trade winds, which are the ones we see here on this map that I am showing you, called windy. As for if you want to access this map, Zweitorsendyne, but there is a global phenomenon called the Intertropical Convergence Zone, where I am currently moving my hand. This area is a protective zone that prevents the winds from the north from continuing their path southwards. This line would be the one that, in one way or another, would protect the countries to the south of it from extreme contamination due to a nuclear war that would, let's say, have its scenario in the northern part of the planet or in the Northern Hemisphere. So, is it useful to know this? For what? To have risk management, to be prepared. I am going to translate this video into several languages. This time, I am sending it to Africans, and I have detected, I don't want to make the video too long, that this line, this area, this line, this barrier, would be located south of Lake Victoria. With different climatic conditions, it could be that it shifts a bit further south. Let's say about 1,500 kilometers, perhaps something like Zimbabwe, right? A little north of Zimbabwe. However, the natural and normal position is to be located south of Lake Victoria, Zweitorsendyne. All these countries, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I believe this is the Republic of the Congo, and even Angola should be prepared because the migration crisis would be enormous and would come from North Africa and possibly from Asia, from Saudi Arabia. Many people, in their eagerness to find survival and refuge, would travel, and many would die in the attempt. God willing, may God help us to be better prepared in some way. If this happens, so these countries will have a very large migratory burden as they try to settle as far south as possible on the continent, in southern Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, etc. They might even try to reach Madagascar, which would also be a place of refuge. Is the same happening with the countries in this region? Yes, but that's another topic. Well, God bless you. I will attach written material along with the video. It's important that we read it. Let's hope this doesn't happen, but just in case it does, we shouldn't be so ignorant about this matter.